Hello students, today I am going to start miscellaneous exercise of relations and functions. So the first question is, the relation f is defined by fx is equal to x square, where x greater than equals to 0, less than equals to 3. Means fx equals to x square when x equals to 0, 1, 2 and 3. Here also I am defining 0, 1, 2 and 3. This is x and this is fx. Now we have to show that f is a function. And second is here fx equals to 3x when x greater than equals to 3, less than equals to 10. So fx equals to 3x when x equals to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So 3 is repeating in both the conditions. So after that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So fx I have x values I have written, and then we have to find out fx according to condition. So one by one we'll find out. When we are taking, this is the first condition, this is second. So first, when fx equals to x square. So one by one we can find. Then f of 0, that is 0. So here I am going to apply, that is 0. So it is connected. Now f of 1. So this is 1. So here 1. Now f of 2. 0, 1, then 2. So it is 2 square, that is 4. Then f of 3. So it is here 3 square, that is 9. Now next b is here fx equals to 3x when elements are here, x values are given. So secondly, fx equals to 3x when f3, you can see 3 is repeating. So we will find out here f3, we will find 3 into 3, there we are getting 9. So we are getting, for the same element, we are getting same image. This is image part and this is pre-image part. I hope you all are knowing. This is image part fx and x is pre-image part. So here we are getting same f3 equals to 9 in the second condition, and here also f3 equals to 9. Now next f4 we will find out. So 3 into 4, that is 12. Then f5, that is 15. So this is 12, then 15. The next f of 6, then it is 18. Then it is 18. Then f of 7, that is 21. And next is here f of 8, that is 24. Then f of 9, that is 27. And last one f of 10, that is we will get 3 into 10, that will be 30. Last point, yes, 30. Now 4 is connected to 12, then 5 is connected to 15, then 6 is connected to 18. Now 7 is connected to 21, 8 is connected to 24, then 9 is connected to 27 and 10 is connected to 30. So you can see every element of first set have one and only one image at second set. So this is a function. So we'll write it is a function. Every element of first set has one and only one image at second set. So this is a function. So f is a function. I hope it is clear for you all. One more part is there in question number 1. G is there. The relation G is defined by gx equals to x square when x greater than equals to 0, less than equals to 2. And gx is equal to 3x when x greater than equals to 3x, x greater than equals to 2, less than equals to 10. We will solve that. Now, G is defined by gx is equal to x square when x equals to 0, 1 and 2. And second, this is the first, and the second is gx equals to 3x when x equals to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So one by one we will find out. The first is here gx equals to x square. So when we are applying x0, so g0 will find out, that is 0. Then z1, that is 1. Then g2, that is 4. So I'm going to apply, this is x, this is fx. So 0, then 1, then 2. Here we are getting 0, 1 and 4. So 0 is connected to 0, 1 is connected to 1 and 2 is connected to 4. Now gx equals to 3x. So first of all, I'm applying x equals to 2. So g of 2. You can see in the first condition also 2 was there, and here also. Okay, we'll find out. So 3 into 2, that is 6. Means here we are getting element 2 has 2 images. So this is not a function. Clear? It is very clear that at point x equals to 2, fx is 4 and 6. So we will write this is not a function. So we can stop here only. Gx is not a function because when x equals to 2, then fx1 equals to 4 and fx2, fx equals to 4 and fx equals to 6. 2 values we are getting for element x. So we'll write one element has 2 images. So this is not a function. Now question number 2. This is very simple question. Fx is given here x square. So we have to find out here f of 1.1 minus f of 1 divisible by 1.1 minus 1. So we will find out f of 1.1 minus f of 1 by 1.1 minus 1. So f of 1.1 we will find first. So fx is given here x square. So f of 1.1. So 1.1 whole square. So this is here 1.21. So we'll apply 1.21 minus f of 1. So f of 1, it will be 1 square means 1 only, 1 by 1.1 minus 1, that is here 0.1. Now here it is 0.21 by 0.1. So finally we'll have here 2.1. So this is our answer. So we'll discuss third question. Question is, find the domain of the function fx. Fx is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 whole divisible by x square minus 8x plus 12. So you can see this is rational function in the form of px by qx. And px and qx both are polynomial functions where qx not equals to 0. Means here we have to avoid a denominator equals to 0. So, and we know that domain means x value of a function so that fx or function will be meaningful. So here I'm going to write fx is not defined when denominator means x square minus 8x plus 12 is equal to 0. So we'll calculate it. So we are getting x equals to 2 and x equal to 6. Means when we are applying x 2 or 6, then we are getting what? This as not a meaningful value means infinity we will get. So domain of the function will be all real numbers except 2 and 6. So this is our final answer. Now we'll discuss fourth number question. Find the domain and range of the function defined by fx equals to root over x minus 1. So we will here we'll find out domain and range both. So first we'll find out domain. I think you all are knowing domain means all values of x, so that fx will be real. So here if you are getting x minus 1 less than 0, so fx is not defined. So we will take fx minus 1 greater than equals to 0. So we are getting here x greater than equals to 1. So domain we are getting closed interval, right hand open interval 1 to infinity. Means all values of x which are greater than and equal to 1. Now range we will find out. So y equals to root x minus 1. And here in from the domain part we got one more condition, that is y is positive greater than equals to 0. So based on that we will find out y equals to root x minus 1, and we know that whenever we have to find out range value we will convert x in terms of y. So here I am converting y square is equal to x minus 1. So x will be here y square plus 1. So according to this x equals to y square plus 1 means here all values we can take, means all real numbers. Y greater than minus infinity and less than infinity, all real numbers. And here one more condition we have seen, that is y greater than equals to 0. So we have to include both the conditions and we have to take intersection part of these, means common part. So y greater than equals to 0 means we can write here, when we are taking y greater than equals to 0 means we can write y belongs to 0 to infinity, and when we are taking y belongs to minus infinity to infinity, all real numbers. So common in both we have to use. So common in both means here it is 0, it is minus infinity, it is infinity. So this is the common part, 0 to infinity. So because of that I'm including that in range of f, that is 0 to infinity. This is a range value. I hope it is clear for you all. Now fifth number question. Find the domain and range of the real function fx equals to mod of x minus 1. So fx equals to mod of x minus 1. Domain means all values of x, so that fx is real. So here it is very simple question. We can apply any value of x. So we can apply all real numbers. So real numbers means minus infinity to infinity. So this is our domain. Now range we will find out. So for the function mod of x minus 1, why we are getting always positive? No negative value we will get. You can apply any number. If I'm applying x equals to minus 7, negative applying. So why I am getting here? Mod of 7 minus 1. So it is mod of 6. So positive I'm getting. So for any value of x, we are getting y always positive. So because of that, I'm writing here y greater than 0. And when I'm applying x equals to 0, so y we are getting here 0. So when we are applying x 0 to y 0, so we can write y greater than equals to 0. So y belongs to 0 to infinity. So we can write range is here 0 to infinity. So this is our range value.